Hello, all my beautiful, wonderful souls out there. Thank you and welcome. Thank you for joining me. This is Sherry on Soul Conscious Tarot, and this is going to be our next. I have my mouse there on the screen. This will be our next 72-hour reading. Thank you for joining me today. Let's see what we have in the energy for the next 72 hours, please. And by the way, if this doesn't resonate with you, you just might be in a that's interesting. That actually, I must have put that in the deck upside down. I usually don't do oracles upside down. Um, that completely threw me off. I apologize for that. It threw me off completely. But if this doesn't resonate with you, please check out my next 72-hour playlist, because we can be in different energy based on the choices and decisions we make. Some people might be a couple weeks ahead, some people might be a couple weeks behind, so if this isn't resonating, just look for a title in my next 72-hour playlist that resonates with you, for where you might be at right now currently. So this is number 50. This card has been coming up for the past week, in all the readings since it started coming through. I think like the 72-hour reading prior to the full moon over, that happened on Monday. I think it was last Fridays. So this has been a week, because this is Friday again. So this has been a week. This card has been coming up in almost every reading. A Spirit of the River, movement toward adventure. So very interesting that keeps coming through for us. And I've talked about that card, but for those of you that are new, that might be joining us, and haven't been watching these readings, this is basically just a card of action, moving forward, taking action toward something new, something that's changing, something different, something new. It's kind of also giving me like a Wheel of Fortune kind of, or is it a Wheel of Fortune kind of vibe. Netcaster, this is a new one. 42. This is a beautiful card. Look how beautiful that is. So sparkly. Preparations come to fruition. So interesting. It's like this person's getting ready to cast their net out to bring something toward them, bring something toward them, toward their life, toward their future, capturing something, bringing it in. Another card of like forward thinking, because it's preparations come to fruition. So this is something that we have put into play, that we have started the journey on and put into play toward making something happen in our life, and we're ready to reap the benefits, reap the rewards of what we sowed. Like you think about the Seven of Pentacles. That's a card of when we invest in something, with the hopes of it coming to fruition, of it bearing fruit later on. And so this is saying we're in that energy now of ready to reap the harvest. And it's interesting too, because at least in the northern hemisphere here, we are getting into, we're on the coattails of reaching the fall season, or the harvest season here, in the northern hemisphere. The farmers are going to be getting out in the field to harvest the crops here soon. And so it's the same thing. It's like the harvest of our life, like harvesting something that maybe we started at the beginning of the year, at the new year, and now we're ready to reap what we sowed. And that could have been just something that we put into play during the lunar cycle, during the new moon, that we're now harvesting, now that we've just had the full moon as well. But let's go ahead. Give me 2 cards on the Spirit of the River, please. 2 cards of clarification on the Spirit of the River. We have the Moon card. I have my deck upside down. I gotta stop doing that. I've been doing that a lot, where I hold the deck upside down. So the Moon card, so this is emotions, emotionality. Okay, we had 2 cards that popped over here. My cards have been really popping. I normally don't have cards pop on me, and my cards have been flipping over. So we have 2 cards that came through here, the Ten of Wands and the Fool. So something here, we'll go ahead and put those, since we both have both of them come through. So the Ten of Wands, so we have the moon with the Ten of Wands and the Fool, which tells me on the spirit of the river, clarifying the spirit of the river. So this tells me that something came to an end, something that was a burden, something that we couldn't take it anymore. We just had to set it down. We had to put it down. It was too much of a burden. It's something that really caused us a lot of grief, a lot of, turmoil and stress emotionally. And it's something that we kept to ourselves, something that we didn't really talk to other people about, or maybe people around us didn't know that this was such a trying thing for us. It's something that we were really working through and dealing with it, which is what caused this change and this movement toward having a new beginning. That makes a lot of sense. It really tells the story here of somebody, of us carrying this heavy load, this burden of something on our back that we weren't sharing with the world, that was something that was hard, that we were personally dealing with, that we finally have released and let go of. We finally put that down and we're moving forward to a new journey, to a new beginning. We're ready to move on, and so we've set that burden down and we've released it. I love that. I love that energy a lot. And this is over the next 72 hours. So maybe this is where, you're at that breaking point. Maybe during this full moon, something came up during the full moon that you realized that you needed to release, or we realized that we need to release, or something has shifted during this new moon time. We do have I keep saying new moon, full moon, the full moon in Aquarius that we just had on the 19th and 20th. So we're just on the coattails of that. So during that time, maybe something, I love that there's a full moon on that card, and this is the moon card. So something may have came up during that full moon that we realized we needed to release, that we needed to let go of, we needed to change so that we could have a new beginning. So what it is it that we want, because this is preparations come to fruition. So this is something we're preparing for this new journey. We're preparing to move forward. And I think in some cases, many people have moved forward. At least in the last week, I feel like a lot of big changes and big shifts have happened across the collective for a lot of people. So give me two cards on this. Give me two cards on this netcaster, please. The Ace of Wands, that new beginning. Yeah, so that's what we're wanting to come to fruition. The new beginning. We're done with whatever was in the past. We're ready to. That's the fruition. The preparations come to fruition. We're ready to set down whatever this is and have this new beginning. We're ready to do whatever it takes to make this come about. And having the strength to do it, to do whatever it takes, because this can also be, strength can talk about having the courage and determination to overcome any obstacles, and I feel to face any obstacles head on. So this is telling me that in the collective right now, we all have this really strong determination to overcome something, to have this new beginning, to be this full, have this new beginning, and make something happen for ourselves and for our lives for the better. We're ready to move past something that was causing us a lot of challenge, a lot that was weighing us down, that was holding us back, keeping us stuck somewhere in a place we didn't want to be. And now we've set that down, we've moved on, and now we are moving on to a new horizon, and we have the strength and determination, the bravery, the courage to face any obstacles and have this new beginning, because we can't go back. We don't want to go back. We're looking toward the future. We don't want to deal with this anymore, and we've empowered ourselves, and if you're not quite there yet, this is what's coming. This is what may be happening within the next 72 hours is ready to take on something new, ready to put down the past and move towards something new. I really feel like this energy is more going to be on the 24th. I'm reading this these are timeless readings, but I am doing this on the 23rd of September, or of August. And so I feel like this energy might be in the next 24 hours, like more toward the 24th is when I feel like we're really going to be ready to embrace that new beginning, okay? If you haven't already. For those of you that this is resonating right now for you. So that's what I have for the next 72 hours. If this resonated, of course, hit the like button. If you like the reading, hit the like button. It helps all us readers out when you guys support us in that way, and we do appreciate it greatly. Also, if you're new here, hey, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I hope you'll stay. We would love to have you as part of our tribe here on Soul Conscious Tarot. Please, we'd love to have you join our family. So if you'd love to do that, hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you know when I'm doing readings. I thank you all so much. I wish you the very best. Much harmony and gratitude to you, my lovely friends.